Hi guys, Spartan765. Today I'm just going to do a quick brief video on prepping. Now, obviously you guys have known that I've been a gun collector for quite some time, and I've been a prepper really for the past, couple years. But I'm going to step into the weapons side of prepping, which is probably one of the most important. You'll see a lot of preppers out there. A lot of the videos I've seen, they got your three main types of preppers. You got your food preppers, which do the water, food and medical stuff. You got your gear preppers, which are all about, having their kits and everything like that. And they're, the best boots, the best vest, the best everything. Then you got the weapons preppers, which is what I started out as. I started out as just mainly, having a bunch of guns because I already had that when I started prepping. But I'm going to go into, what are some options for prep, or for shit hits the fan. Obviously, your number one option that I'd take if I could only take one would be that 1022 right there, because it's so universal. You can carry so much ammunition. Be great for hunting, small game, whatever. You could use it for defense, but obviously in a real situation I would just take more than that. I wouldn't just, that's only if I could only have one. Probably an AK or an AR, and my ACR would be a great choice for a self-defense weapon. It all depends on, if you're bugging in too. If you're bugging in, you obviously can pick anything you want. But you can talk all day about what gun is the best gun for shit hits the fan. Everybody has their own opinion, so we're not going to go on anymore about that. What I am going to mention, though, is ammunition storage, and what I think, especially for a bug-out situation, and even a bug-in situation, where you're going to want to have your ammunition ready to go, because if you got looters or something coming down the street, you don't want to be sitting there loading mags. That you're just going to end up fucking yourself there. So what I decided to do is took all my mags and loaded them all up. I got about 60 handgun mags in here fully loaded, and maybe close to about 70 rifle mags between AK and AR. And most of these ammo boxes here, just as you can see, the tops of the mags are just, most of them are filled with loaded mags. Not going to go all the way back here, but there's a few mags in there with some ammo. More ammo. This whole thing is just filled to the hill with ammo, and that's all ammo up there. More ammo. You can never have enough ammo. I mean, it's just a basic thing. I mean, if shit does hit the fan, ammo is going to be one of those most desired commodities, because you can hunt with it, you can protect yourself with it. So ammo would be probably traded, for gold, like gold, after a couple years of, World Without Law. It's good to have. I mean, I don't even know, probably 50 to 60,000 rounds total. Maybe a little less than that. Maybe, I'd say between 45 to 55,000. I haven't done a count in a long time, but I'll just buy a 1,000 round case here, a 1,000 round case there. Obviously, if you're going to buy ammo, I suggest buying in bulk. Get 1,000 rounds of 5.56 or 1,000 rounds of 7.62 or 9mm. You save money that way, and you have a decent supply right off the bat. I recommend, number one, for weapons prepping, buy a bunch of mags. It's more important to have, 20 magazines and only 1,000 rounds of ammo than it is to have, I'd say, like 2 magazines and 5,000 rounds of ammo. Because in all due honesty, the ammunition, if you don't have the magazines to hold the ammunition, if you get in a fight or a sustained, fight or whatever, the ammo isn't going to do you any good in the ammo box. It needs to be in a mag. Now, I have a lot of ammo that isn't in mags, but I also have a lot of mags. I would say 10 mags per primary gun. That's what I have. So I've got, 3 ARs, an ACR, 2 AKs, and a VZ58. Each one of those weapons has at least 10 magazines for it. And then obviously I got my few SKSs. Each one of those SKSs, too, has at least 10 stripper clips loaded for it. Now, obviously, your semi-autos are a great choice, but you got to look at your old trusty, Mosin Nagants. Those are, hey, I know it's not the best thing in the world, but it's something. It's something that can be had, well, could have been had at a decent price. Now they've gone up. Ammo's cheap, and it'll work great for hunting and, basic self-defense. I mean, if a group of armed guys with semi-autos and stuff and shotguns and rifles come running at your house and all you have is a bolt-action 5-shot rifle, you're probably SOL. Sorry. Another thing is handguns. Now, again, you can go on and on and on about which one's the best one. I'm not going to do that because everybody has their own opinion. But for my personal choice, I'd probably take my Mark 25. Either my Mark 25 or my Glock 22. If I could only choose one or two handguns, just because I believe, in my personal opinion, those are the two most, the Glock is one of the most durable, and that Mark 25 is a tack driver. But then again, a lot of other good choices in there. You know, things change. Shotguns also. Good idea to have a selection of shotguns for home defense and hunting. Bird hunting especially, you know, you could shoot ducks. Where I live, there's a ton of ducks, geese, shoot, you know, have a fresh meal, you know what I mean? Obviously that's in shit hits the fan, because you can't currently legally shoot anything where I live. But if shit hits the fan, you know, world without law, you can shoot ducks now. Optics. Another here, I'm just going to point this out. This was not really going to be part of the video, but here's just an example. Like, this is a Cobra red dot. The big bad thing about these red dots, and I got an EOTech in my ACR in there, is that these are all battery powered. And once the battery dies, especially something like this particular one, which takes a really, really rare, weird battery to find in the US. So I went and I bought, I can't even see them. I don't even remember what type of battery it is, but they're really weird. I had to buy them online. There was no, even Batteries Plus and Interstate Batteries. None of those stores had this particular battery. This had to be bought online. So I figured, what the hell? They were like $5 or $6 a piece. I said, shit, if this is going to be on a weapon that's I'm going to use and shit hits the fan, I'm going to have 5 or 6 backup batteries. So this weapon sight would last me, you know, at least a few years. Because the Cobra red dots are pretty efficient. Even though they're rather bulky, but eh. Same with the EOTechs. Those I got an EXPS2 that takes Sierra 123s. A lot of your grips, especially in your mag pulls, will have a little, let's see if I can pull this son of a bitch out here. I can fit 2 Sierra 123 batteries in here, and I believe I can do somewhere else. I think in the stock I can fit a couple too. But, you know, that's essential. I mean, if you're going to rely on an electronic optic, first off, make damn sure you got backup iron sights, because eventually the thing's going to fail, regardless. Make sure you got your backup iron sights, and make sure you got a lot of extra batteries stored in convenient places where they're not going to be obstructive or anything like that. But as far as, like, you know, bayonets go and stuff like that, and those rifles and your Mostly those are meh. Bayonets aren't going to do you much good and shit, it's a fan. But if it's on the rifle, it's on the rifle. Anyway, that was just a short, brief little, I don't know, weapons, whatever you want to call it, just intro video to prepping series I'm doing. Comments, questions, complaints, send me a message, Spartan765 out.